Ali Monroy here with Jake Shapiro at Folsom Field, recapping Colorado's open practice today, open practice and scrimmage.
It's so good to be back here.
It really, really is. Jake, we saw a lot of the freshmen today. Any standouts there?
Well, you know, seeing as my name is Jake, which is short for Jacob, I'm a big fan of Jacob Collier's game. But seriously, folks, number 44 out there making plays, and it's not Addison Gillum, who obviously left the program, but Jacob Collier, really big plays, had a big interception. Mike McIntyre said after the open practice today that he's done that a few times in close practices as well. I was really impressed by Jacob Collier. A couple other freshmen made some nice plays. Laviscus Chenault. That's his name, Laviscus Chenault, and you better get used to it because he's a really good player. A lot of wide receiver depth on this team. He may redshirt this year, but we saw what he could do with a nice little catch today.
Speaking of freshmen, unfortunately there was one injury here at Folsom today. True freshman Jalen Jackson was injured.
This is a guy who's lost both of his ACLs in high school, missed his junior and senior year. I honestly just feel terrible for Jalen. Like, this doesn't really impact the team much because we were expecting Jalen to either redshirt or be a special teams guy, but in terms of the human aspect of this, Jalen was a 4-star recruit that could have gone to Alabama, but he loses both of his ACLs, and now he steps on campus and loses his ankle. Brutal. It really just is brutal, and it's kind of got a Paul Richardson feel to it because of Paul Richardson got injured so many times with that talent. Jalen has that type of talent that Paul Richardson has, so we wish Jalen all the best, and hopefully it doesn't cost him his season, but it certainly looked like it will.
It's really unfortunate this had to happen. Mike McIntyre, you could see he was really nervous out there. The last thing they want is injuries during open practice. Speaking of injuries, though, Juwan Winfrey was injured last year, lost his season, and now has come back, and it was the first time we were able to see Juwan Winfrey play. Jake, what were your thoughts overall on him?
His last name is Winfrey. I think he's going to put the wins in this team. I mean, I think he's going to equal at least 1 or 2 wins. He is a very good wide receiver. He made some really nice plays. Mike McIntyre has been impressed with him as well. He's already moved from 4th to 2nd on the depth chart. He's going to be, if not in the starting lineup, the #1 wide receiver for these Colorado Buffaloes. And I can confidently say that even with Shea Fields and how great Shea is, Juwan Winfrey is all that in a bag of potato chips. I mean, he's got it. He's got whatever it is. When you look into his eye, he has it.
I don't really understand that one, but Jake, we also got to see all of the quarterbacks play. What do you think of their performance, specifically Steven Montez and Sam Neuer?
Well, I got to start with the third stringer, and I think the folks in Boulder are going to have a new type of favorite berry, and that's going to be Mark's berry. Or, well, you know. Anyways, he looks good as a third-string guy, and for anyone that was concerned about the third-string quarterbacks, I think he showed enough that a walk-on could go out there and play confidently, take a couple snaps if needed to. Sam Neuer looked pretty good, made a bunch of solid passes. He was up and down, though, had some misses. Montez, I was not impressed by today. He's got that big arm, but the accuracy was just not there today. He did show some athleticism, and that was nice to see, but we question how much he's actually going to run the ball this year with them trying to keep him healthy, unlike their efforts with Sefo Lufau over the past 4 years.
For BSN Denver, I'm Ali Monroy with Jake Shapiro. Thanks for watching.